What's up, guys? You're watching the Shawn Nicklaus channel. Today we are unboxing the Hot Wheels 24th Annual Collectors National Atlanta, Georgia cars. It was April 3rd to the 7th past week, and it was amazing. I met famous Hot Wheels people like Lamley, Mark Zarnock. I met Bruce Pascal, plenty of designers, and we even live streamed the sneak peek presentation they did at the end of the finale on the last day. So if you want to see the sneak peek for 2024, go ahead and check that out on the channel. It's in the live section. It's some pretty cool cars, including a different color car culture chase that's coming out later this year. Pretty cool. I'll have to let you guys go check it out. I'm not going to spoil what I saw. It's just amazing overall. Today we're going to be opening all the cars that I got at the convention, including the pink party car, all the way up to the dinner car and the finale car, the newsletter car, Bronco. We got an extra Dwayne Vance dinner car exclusive. There's 4 of those. I got lucky and got one of those. I'll tell you how I got that. So let's get straight to it. First up, we're going to start off with the 1993 Ford Mustang Cobra R pink party car. This is pretty sweet. We're gonna get it out of the package, get all that glare out, but this thing is just phenomenal. I do like the pink party cars. They come out with 2 every year. They have one at the Nationals, and then they have one at the LA convention. So this is the back. Not sure what you can do with it. There's a little window there. I love that. Let's talk about the pink party car for a second here before we get this one cracked open. The last one that we saw was this Ford F100, and it's got this opening front hood. You can see the nice details in the engine bay there. Not much detail inside there, but usually the interior are white on these, and you know, they have chrome or white or gray wheels. You don't really typically see the black on the pink because that's not going to match the pink too well. But I'm a big fan of the Spectre Flame pink, especially with the flames on this one. I think it fits in well, and it's kind of hidden. It looks smooth, and it's got that lowered truck look to it, which is like a show truck. And then right after the Ford F100, we got the famous GTR R34. This was a very hot one. The hood does open on this one. If we can get it cracked open. There it is. Very nice details in the engine bay right there, and that one has a white interior as well. I remember trying to get this one on Mattel Creations website, and it sold out within minutes. I was actually having trouble. I have 3 accounts, so I really tried to get this car, and I was lucky to get one. But I actually bought this one on a secondary market loose, which I'm very happy about, and I got a good price on it. And I do have to say, this is probably my favorite pink party car they came out with yet. I do love the R34, and it just fits so right with this pink Spectre Flame paint. Back in 2022, we got the custom fleet side. I do not have this one cracked open. If you watched the Nationals video, I actually got lucky and bought this one for 20 bucks, which is a banging deal. So we're gonna crack this one open so I have it in the collection. I like to have all the pink party cars loose. I'm working on that. That's a very expensive collection to start, but you gotta start somewhere, guys. Custom fleet side, looks great. It doesn't have real rider wheels. It's got those red line plastic wheels, and this is not a licensed car, so you know, by any means it's cool, but it's not something that I'm really crazy about, and I think that's why I was lucky enough to get it for 20 bucks. And it does have a moving part too. That bed, the truck bed, opens up, so just so you know, you can open that up. I'm not sure if much people opened it, but yeah, you can open up that custom fleet side bed right there. Pretty cool. So back in 2021, sorry, custom fleet side 2022. Now this is 2021. We got this Nova. Absolutely cool. Love the details on the engine bay there. This is just such a clean, cool looking custom pink party car. I'm very happy to see this one. I do like the big drag wheels in the back and the little bicycle style wheels in the front. It's got that kind of gasser look to it, and it's got the exhaust coming out the front. And this one actually has a black race seat in the front. So typically you see complete white interiors on these pink party cars, but this one's got that black seat, which offsets the interior. There is that black seat in there. I don't know if you guys can see it too well, but yeah, whole white interior, and it's got that black seat inside. Pretty cool. All right, that's the pink party cars that I have in my collection. Let's go ahead and move on to this year, 1993 Ford Mustang Cobra R. I wonder what the second pink party car is going to be for this year. If you guys know, drop it down in the comments. I'm super curious and I'm super excited about it. Love the artwork on this one. Looks so clean. I love the 1993 Ford Mustang Cobra R. Now, before we get this open, I know you're like, why are we opening this so soon? We got some other cars that we need to open up too. All right, so first off, what did we see? We saw the blue Cobra R, the 1993 Ford Mustang Cobra R. That was the convention one. That's not this one, but I don't have the convention one. And then we got this. We got the red RLC Ford Mustang, which I don't have open yet. So we're gonna go ahead and open that now. This one's not numbered. Here's the back of it, and love the artwork on it as well. I can't remember which year this came out, but man, oh man, I do love that red Spectre Flame paint. It's just so clean. And actually, growing up, there was a guy down the road that had a Ford Fox body that looked just like this. It didn't have that, you know, chrome red look to it, but it had a clean red look to it. And the guy just kept it immaculate. Perfect condition. It was a drag car. It was really fast. It was really loud. Every time he started that thing up, I'd run to his garage and just stare at it. I mean, isn't that what we all did as a kid? Just stare at cool cars. And then after that, we saw it become a club car. This was a membership car. What was it? 2023, I believe it was, which was pretty cool. And I love the chrome wheels. Love the black. This is like more of that, you know, super clean, two-toned Fox body look. Typically when you see these on the road, they aren't too clean. They're all jacked up or beat up, but you know, the Ford Mustang Fox body wasn't too desirable back then, but now it's pretty desirable, and they go for a pretty penny, I gotta say. And they both do have opening hoods. There is that engine bay, and here is the red one. I didn't show the engine bay on that one, so pretty cool, you know, to have all of them with the engine bay there. And then we saw the collectors convention. I don't believe this. No, this was not national. This was Los Angeles. Sorry. We saw this orange one. Now there's another one, the blue one. I don't have the blue one, but we do have the orange one. The orange one was a souvenir car, and the blue one was a national car. Here's the back. We're opening number 2,332. Sorry for people who are trying to complete something. It's not a low number by any means. And by the way, too, guys, if you want this car, I'm giving it away. I'm giving one away, still carded. I bought an extra one at the convention. So make sure you join me on Whatnot and bookmark the show. It's gonna be April 13th at 7:30 p.m. I'm gonna be giving one of these away, still carded, not open. So make sure you bookmark that show and join with the link down below in the description. You'll get free $15 to spend on Whatnot. And I do have to say, this orange paint is just spectacular. It's definitely an eye grabber. It's got like that hunter's orange. It just grabs your eyes and says, wow, look at me, you know? If you look around on the back on that spoiler, most convention cars say 37th annual, whatever convention it was, it'll say it right there on the wing. Typically, somewhere on the car, it'll say which convention it is. Love those wheels. Now, here is the engine bay, just like the other ones, recolored, which is pretty cool. Now we got quite the collection up there. Now we got to get, finally, the pink party car 1993 Ford Mustang Cobra R open. Let's open this thing. Looks like we're gonna have some trouble here. All right, after some trouble, we got it open. Look at that pink Spectre Flame paint on this Cobra R. Now, I do think this pink party car is gonna be desirable along collectors. I don't know why they wouldn't like this. They're just, even the wheels, the paint, the two-tone with the white stripe on the side of it, everything just looks so right. Even the white interior, the clear window tint. RLCs are just amazing. Honestly, you're missing out if you don't purchase this one on Mattel Creation when it comes out next week. This is just a spectacular car, and I'm happy to have it in my hands before the release. Unlike last year at the GTR, I wasn't able to get two of them, so I couldn't open one, so I had to buy one on the secondary market. And here is the motor engine bay, just like the other ones, you know, pink. So check out the fleet, pretty cool. Love having my cars loose. Let's move on to the second car. All right, we got the Toyota Supra, number 2 of 3 of the souvenir cars. Number 1, the gasser, and then we got the finale, and then the dinner car. So Supra, pink, I was so happy to see this when I saw it, when it got leaked out. It's got the Nationals events right there on the back. Now I do got to show you guys an error that they did on pretty much all the cards, I'm pretty sure. So I'll have to show you guys once we get this one cracked open. But yeah, this was 2 out of 3. This is number 3,773. There is the back. Love the artwork on it. I think it's pretty cool. It's got a speaker. It's got a Ferris wheel. It's got the peach because it was in Atlanta, Georgia. That is the state fruit. So let's check out the Toyota Supra. Now we've seen it. What was the first one? We saw it in car culture with this beautiful red. I love red. Red is my favorite color. And those black wheels, come on, it's a no-brainer. And most of the Supras that we saw have these wheels, except for one other premium one that has chrome wheels, which is gonna be my favorite Toyota Supra they came out with, which I'll show you guys next. This is the first one that we saw with the metal base, and it had Real Rider wheels. The first one that we saw with Real Rider wheels was the Super. And then we saw this in white with chrome wheels. Now this was spectacular. This is amazing. I believe this was part of Car Culture Toyota set. I believe it was. Clear window tint, black interior. Everything just looks so right on this casting. Now I do wish they did the Toyota Supra without the wing. I think the wing is great, but to make this car look just so clean with those chrome wheels and that white paint job would be without the wing. I think that would just look great. And then we saw it part of Fast and Furious. Same wheels, except for that last chrome one, but you know, most of them have the same wheels, so we're gonna see that on the next one too. And then on this convention one, we got totally different wheels, which is great. I'm happy about that. This one was definitely coming. Anybody could have called it, right? Supra, Fast and Furious, one of the most iconic cars from Fast and Furious, and I believe Fast and Furious is what made this Toyota Supra so popular. And then we saw this, which confused a lot of collectors because this is the livery that goes on the R34 from Fast and Furious. But you know, I'm not complaining because we got the Toyota Supra Fast and Furious livery on the R34, so it just flip-flopped. And it makes it cool to have both of them in your collection. And I think it was genius on Mattel's part to do that. All right, let's check out the finale car. Now that we've seen all the previous ones, we got this beautiful pink. Very happy to see it. I was so stoked once I found out they were doing the Toyota Supra for the convention, for my first convention, right? Pink. Oh, this thing is a beauty. Love it. Carbon fiber hood. Love the Toyota colors. I like how they did that. They put that white stripe with the Hot Wheels emblem on the side of the car, and then they included that Toyota colors right there in the side doors. I think that looks so cool. And they put carbon fiber along the side skirt, bumper, front splitter. It all just looks so clean. And it says Hot Yoda on that rear plate. And that pink paint, just so cool. It's not like Spectre Flame pink party paint, but it's still got that flaky, like real car color to it, which is just spectacular. And here it is, 24th, not 24th, it's supposed to say 24th right there. Look, it says 24RD Collectors Nationals. That is a little bit of an error, guys, but all the cars have that. Everyone's been noticing that and saying, you know, mentioning it. Oh, look, an error. But it's cool. I think it's cool. I have no problem with it at all. All right, let's move on. We're moving on to the Gasser, the first car, souvenir car, one of 3. We skipped onto the Supra because I was just too happy to see the Supra. And we got this Moon Eyes. A lot of Moon Eyes collectors out there are definitely happy to see this Gasser, and I like the Gasser too. I'm not too crazy about it, but I think Gassers, old Gassers, are so cool. Love the smell of them. I love when they're cammed. All right, let's talk about the Gasser for a second here. We've seen this part of Blvd. Now there's so many Gassers that I don't have in the collection, so we're gonna add some loose ones. I like to have my cars loose, and there were 2 different variations with this. I'll show you guys here in a second. This is Blvd number 11. There were some variations with this one, and that is the chrome front bumper, back bumper. It was black. They had black chrome bumpers, or you could find the chrome one. And I do have to say I like this gasser a lot, simply because it has like that primer, no paint job look to it. It looks like something you would see at your local drag track. It's not something that's flashy, trying to show off. I mean, obviously it's showing off with no hood on it, that big motor on it. I think 2 superchargers on the front there. It's kind of showing off, kind of flashy, but you know, that matte color, gray, just looks like it's, you know, ready to be painted. Looks like a guy worked hard on it in his garage, and it's just ready to race. Seems like a weekend racer. And it's got the Hoonigan on the back, which is pretty cool. Then we got RLC. Now this is the gold one. I picked this one up at the Nationals. I believe I paid like 20 bucks, which is pretty much what you'd pay on Mattel Creations for the car. So, you know, I had to pick this up, had to. And I like all of them loose, so, and I love the artwork on this. Check that out, so cool. Doing a rad burnout. Looks like it's just taken off, right? Not numbered. There it is, the barcode. Not sure what you guys can do with it. A lot of information on the back, but I love this gold Spectre Flame paint. Love it. It's so spectacular, and I love the gasser in the gold. It's so cool. Love the gasser with the Spectre Flame paint. It just looks so right on the car. It makes the car look so rich. And I think that's why the Candy Striper is going for such a high dollar, because they just look so clean and so cool. And it's an iconic Hot Wheels car, the gasser. You know, a lot of the older collectors are crazy about the gassers. And it's rocking a chrome base. Let's go ahead and park that up. Let's move on to the second RLC that will be opening. That's right, we're opening this one. What was this from? 2022, I think it was. I think it's 2022. So I don't have this one loose. I bought 2 of them, one to open, one to keep carded. So we're gonna have to add this one to the collection. It's got a totally different artwork there. This one's not numbered. There it is. There's the barcode if you need that. Not sure what you could do with that. But this one's based off a real car too. The Tri-5 green. We've seen this on basic too. We've seen this in basic. Didn't have the Spectre Flame paint, but still had the same look to it. But with RLC, they can add so much details to it. Like, you know, the engine bay, it's got the white, it's got the orange block with the white exhaust. It's got the black wheels. It's got the headlight, the taillights. All the details are there. You know, matte black metal base. Black interior. It's got like that little yellow stripe on the roof. All the little details really add up to RLC cars, and it really makes it worth the dollar. And I think RLC cars are where it's at. And just look at the engine details. All looks so amazing. Love the white exhaust coming out the side there. That's just screaming gasser. Now we got a really cool gasser collection. Now we can't forget to add the Collector's National souvenir car, Moon Eyes, gasser. Pretty cool. We got to add it to the collection. We got to add it to the collection. Love the Moon Eyes. There's a lot of guys out there that have huge Moon Eyes collections. I saw a couple people at the convention that had some really cool Moon Eyes collection in their room selling, which was just spectacular. You know, you have to attend the Nationals if you're a true hard die-cast collector of Hot Wheels, because there is nothing like it. There was 15 floors full of rooms trading, and it was just never ending. I spent 3 hours trying to get from the first floor up to the third floor, just going room to room. There's just so much to see and so many people to talk to, and just everyone's so friendly, and it's amazing. So highly suggest going to the convention. And I do have to say, this gasser has a little bit more details than it does on RLC. Like, look at the black on the intake right there, the black on the brake booster master cylinder right there. Those are just spectacular. It's not like that on the RLC one. You don't have the black on top of the caps there on the master cylinder. Master cylinder is right there. There's 2 little circles for you that don't know much about brakes or anything on cars. So that's really cool. They really vamped up the details. You know, it's not like a Spectre Flame RLC paint, but you know, they add more details to it. Here on the back is where it's going to say 24 RD Collectors Nationals. It's not 24th, it's RD right there, you guys can see. So yeah, I guess it didn't pass inspection too well. All right, let's turn that around. Now we got all the gassers right there. Pretty cool. Let's move on to something I was very excited about, the Cowabunga. This is just spectacular. Dwayne Vance designed this. Now, something really cool about this too, I want to show you guys, is I have another one here. Now, these are numbered. I want to show you guys. This is number 3,893. Now, if you get the dinner sticker one, there's going to be one with a sticker right there. That's going to be a lower number. Now, check out the number on this one. Let's compare it to this one so you guys can see. Does anything look weird? Does anything look weird? Let me show you guys. Anything look weird? What? 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 Yeah, the number is on the shell, the clamshell. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not sure if it just got stamped on after the clamshell or what happened in the factory there, or if they're just hand put on, but it's got the little, you know, circle area where it's supposed to be put on. Now, this sticker was halfway off, and dummy me just printed it back down. I could have probably pulled it off and put it on there, but now I don't really want to mess with it and try to put it on. So I thought that was pretty cool. I want to show you guys that. But we've seen the Cowabunga recent, and we haven't seen much of them. So this was spectacular to have in the collection. Now, the first one that we saw was this beautiful, beautiful aqua Spectre Flame Blue. This is just amazing. I was so stoked when they released this one. This is definitely a bug that I'm crazy about. You know, I'm not a Volkswagen guy, but this slammed aqua blue, the windshield up, you know, the roof rack, this is cool. And, you know, bugs are popular back in the day. Everyone drove the Bug. It was a perfect car to learn stick shift in, and a lot of people owned it. And it's got the engine details in there on the back. You can see that right there. Pretty cool. And you can shut that, and guess what? Look, if I can do it for you guys, you can take off the surfboard, and it says Vance right there. Dwayne Vance, his last name, which is pretty cool. That's who we celebrated for the dinner. Just want to make sure I get this back in before I lose it with all this wind out here. You just slide it in like that. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then we saw this. Haven't even really opened it yet. We saw this, which is just awesome. Check out the box. Pretty cool. We saw the pink one, the Selections Series. Now, you voted on this, and we were lucky to get it. Looks like I didn't bring my screwdriver, so we're gonna have to look at it. We're gonna have to look at it like this, guys. But yeah, I was very happy to see this in pink. I was so stoked when everybody voted on this too, and I was so happy we put the steely wheels on it. We had other choices, which I was kind of booing, but those steely wheels I just knew had to go on it because this is a slammed Bug, and it just looks so clean with those steely wheels and that white two-tone look to it, and the white surfboard and the white interior with the wooden steering wheel. Everything just looks perfect on this car. Props to all the Hot Wheels collectors that made this a beauty and didn't screw this one up. There is the engine details right there. Pretty cool. And there's that surfboard right there. They are all removable. Same exact car, which is just amazing. All right, let's put that there. Let's go ahead and check out Dwayne Vance's design. Now, what's really cool about the dinner car too is the designers have full control over what they're going to do with the car and how they're going to design it. There's no restriction. They can do whatever they want. That's why Jimmy's car was all camouflaged with the blister back, because he was allowed to do that. Typically, you wouldn't be allowed to do that if you were going to sell it, if it was going to go on the peg, because it would just kind of blend right in. Now, here's the back. It is numbered. There's only 4,000 of these made. We're opening number 3,893. It's got that World War II surfboard on there, which is just so cool. I had the opportunity to see this one loose at the convention. Lamley showed me it. It's just such a nice car. And if you're wondering what it says on graffiti on the side door there, it says Vance Speed Shop. And he talked about, you know, his life, what he enjoyed doing. He's a big mountain biker. He talked about, you know, growing up with cars, how he started his own business, how he wrote a book. There's a lot of great stuff that he went over, And then he ended up talking about the bug, which, you know, I'm crazy about this bug, and I think it's really cool that he got to go full blown with it, with that brown interior and that bronze colored brownish wheels. Just look so cool on it. And if you check out the engine bay, you can see that he made it green and yellow, which is just so cool. You don't ever really see that with Hot Wheels, especially these RLC or premium convention cars, which I thought was awesome. We also, I almost forgot, we also got this club exclusive. Came with a patch right here, RLC 24, and then we also got a pin as well. Now, this is still for sale on the Mattel Creation website, which is just awesome. Love it. Club exclusive, just came out, not numbered. There it is, there's the barcode. And let's get it cracked open. Love the green Spectre Flame color to it. I love the fact that majority of these Cowabungas are just so clean. Looks like we're gonna have trouble with this one too. And we're getting somewhere now. Wow. Now this is a clean Cowabunga. Such a rich white interior. Like I said on that pink one, I love the steely wheels on the Cowabunga. And not only do I love the steely wheels, I love that white trim on the wheels. It's got like that white line on the wheels, white wall wheels, whatever you want to call it. Just looks so cool. And the Spectre Flame green just fits the casting so well. And the white interior, the shift knob is black, and it's got like a black, you know, pull back lever there. So when you park it. Next convention car we have this 2018 Copo Camaro SS. This one was spectacular, and I gotta say, we didn't find out till what this was gonna be, the finale car, till the end. We didn't know. They finally revealed it at the end when we bought our cars, which is pretty cool. Now there's only 4,000 of these made. This is number 3,564. I don't think I got a low number of this, but yeah, I want to show you this car because we got the first one in premium, which was this one, the Blvd one. But we saw this one. This is the first time we saw this casting, the 2018 Camaro. Back in 2019, then 2020, we got this Blvd one, which is just cool. It's, you know, same design. I love when they put a mainline one, then it goes premium. It's like, oh, now I really got to have that mainline one. Now, what would be really cool too is if you get a mainline one, then they let it go premium, then it hits super. Now you'd have to have all of them, and then it hits RLC. Now it just keeps going and going and going, right? That would be something cool to have in the collection. So whenever something like is it mainline and then goes premium, I try to get both of them. Now we got this 2018 Copo Camaro SS. There was one part of the toy fair, which I don't have. I'm sure that one's going for a high buck. So let's get this one cracked open. This is 3 of 3 of the convention cars. After this, we'll show the newsletter and also the Charity Bronco. I believe back in 2019, they had the same color Camaro in basic, and it had that Hot Wheels emblem along that back fender, which is pretty cool, but the stripes weren't gray. They were like a dark blue, I believe it was. But gotta say, this one's way cleaner, and especially because it's premium. Convention car, only 4,000 made, just that much cooler. Love that blue sparkly paint to it, and the chrome wheels. I cannot stop talking about the chrome wheels. They are just spectacular. This is an all-around clean car. Now, if you look at the back, it's got a parachute with the X on it, and then it's got like a wheelie bar, but it looks more like a forklift coming out the back. Now, if you're wondering where it says 24RD Collectors Nationals, it's right there on that back trunk. So they all got it wrong, which is crazy, you know? You'd think, you know, maybe they just run production and they all come through, you know, at the same time. They're not like inspecting every single one of them. All right, let's move on to the Charity Bronco. This is the Charity Bronco, only 650 of them made. I got 526, and it's in this case. Now, I'm not exactly sure how to get it out of the case. All right, I got it out. Now, I believe this is a code 3, so I do believe, and you can tell it's a code 3 too by that rivet right there. But yeah, this is a code 3. Now, I do believe this was it was the mail-in for 2022, I think it was. So it's a custom but there's only 650 of them made. It's a very hard car to get. It's a Charity Bronco. It says Charity right there, Miracle Network Hospital. So pretty cool, you know. 4x4. It's got a nice paint on there. It says Atlanta 24 on it. It says 24th on the side of it. It's got the black interior. Now that spare tire on the back is not rubber, it's plastic. And that is the Charity Bronco. Such a cool car. I wish I brought out the male one so I could put it next to each other. They got the same color wheels. All right, let's move on to the Dwayne Vance dinner car. Now, you're probably wondering, Dwayne Vance dinner car, why is this a dinner car when you just showed me the Cowabunga? That was a dinner car. Well, if you're sitting at the table and they call your name or call the number on your ticket, and you get to go up first, then you get a chance to get one of these color cars. And at the end of it, I believe there was 4 different colors. They would call by table number, and you get a chance to go up and get these cars in all different colors. Now, it gets people to try to collect them. These are code 3 too. If you check the rivets right there, you could tell that it's code 3. So they're custom. I got the orange one. I believe there was a green one, a pink one, and I'm not sure, but you'd have to look it up. Anyways, moving on. We got the newsletter exclusive. Sorry, you're just looking at bubble wrap. We got the newsletter exclusive. This is, here, sorry, this would be better to show you guys. There is a complete set right here. You have to do a special email, and you get, you know, the car or whatever. Now, the yellow one, there's 1,000 of them made, so 1,000 newsletter people will get that car, and then there's 200 of each one. I believe that one has 200 as well, and they're numbered. So I got 751 of 1,000 on the newsletter yellow car. My buddy did get the whole set. It's got a sticker in there too, don't want to lose that. So we're gonna stick that right here. It's very windy out here. But yeah, they put bubble wrap in there as well. I'm gonna take the card out so you guys can take a look at it. It's a custom card, back and a custom card. There is the Corvette, the newsletter card. That's what it looks like up close. Pretty cool. It's got, yeah, it's got rear riders, metal base. It's definitely a premium. It's got, you know, there's code 3 rivets right there. Looks like an Allen key. You could take it apart. Here is the artwork, and then we saw the back as well. Pretty cool, you know. It's nice to have all these different cars from Atlanta. I really had a great time at Nationals, and I would definitely do it again. And the next one's gonna be in LA. Then they do another national one, and at the end of it, they released when the next one's gonna be, which the next one's gonna be in Salt Lake City, I think it was. I believe that was 4/23 to 4/26. Might be wrong, don't quote me on it. As it gets closer, we will find out. So, I really enjoyed opening these cars, and thank you guys for joining me. It's been a pleasure. Now I have all these great loose cars in the collection, and I'm just stoked. I love having my cars loose, and it was a lot of fun. Now, if you guys want to win this car, make sure you join me on Whatnot. Join the link in the description. $15 to spend on Whatnot for free. All you have to do is sign up with my link in the description. And thank you guys for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.